Okay, I gotta make this video real quick because all this rhetoric about the WikiLeaks debacle is getting out of hand at this point, in my opinion. Let me start off with Mike Huckabee, Mr. Christian. Well, that's his campaign image anyway. That's what he runs on, is how Christian he is. And if I'm not mistaken, he's actually a preacher. Okay, he's calling for the execution of Private Manning here. Doesn't that strike you as a little ironic? This whole time, I thought that the Bible was telling us that you're supposed to turn the other cheek, but what Jesus was really saying, okay, this was like written in one of those Bible codes apparently, written in code in there. What Jesus was really saying is that, no, you're not supposed to turn the other cheek. You're supposed to execute anyone who does anything that disagrees with your government. You're supposed to just stab them in the neck. Then we have this KT McFarlane. She says Julian Assange needs to face terror charges. I'm not sure what terror charges are. I guess that means you scare someone. I think they mean terrorist charges. He's waging cyber war on the United States and the global world order. Mr. Assange and his fellow hackers are terrorists and should be prosecuted as such. What the hell did he do that was terrorism? He didn't do anything more than the New York Times, bitch. Are you fucking stupid? He didn't steal no documents. He didn't do nothing. Someone else stole them. The dude who's in fucking a brig right now. That dude stole them and gave them to Assange, and then he published them. Oh, guess what? New York Times did the exact same fucking shit. They took the documents that were stolen, that were handed to them, and then they published them. So if WikiLeaks is tried for fucking terrorism, the New York Times needs to be tied too. That's the bottom line. Along with The Guardian, along with Der Spiegel, along with all those other names I can't even pronounce because I only speak American. And no, I don't speak English, I speak American, okay? Then we have Stephen Harper, this professor. No, Stephen Harper's advisor, Tom Flanagan. The Prime Minister. He's an advisor to the Prime Minister of Canada. This is what he has to say.
Clearly, Assange is saying there's some significant stuff. Tom Flanagan.
Well, I think Assange should be assassinated, actually. I think Obama should put out a contract and maybe use a drone or something. There's no good coming of this. I agree some of the stuff is quite titillating to read. I was particularly struck by the revelations.
Tom, that's pretty harsh stuff. Just for the record, that's pretty harsh stuff.
Well, I'm feeling very manly today. But the revelation...
Okay, let's break this down. You're feeling manly, so your manliness tells you to tell someone else to assassinate him. If you're feeling manly, grow some nuts and do it yourself, punk. Second of all, how the fuck is using a drone attack manly? That's the pussiest thing you could possibly do. Some female in the IDF force, sitting in a computer chair with her video games can do that. That's not manly. That's the most cowardly fucking act. That's more cowardly than an IED. At least with an IED attack, they're sitting next, right next to it so they could film it. You just sit up in the sky in your little video game chair. That's pussy. And it's so funny, bitch. Fuck you too. I thought Canada was supposed to be not insane or something. I guess they're as insane as the rest of the world right now. Then we have the the shit show, in my opinion. He's putting a $50,000 bounty out on Julian Assange. $50,000 reward. He says Assange is a terrorist, an enemy combatant, and needs to be treated as such. I guess that means he's calling for, the same thing. He's calling for missiles to be rained down on the WikiLeaks ranch. Boom! That's what we need. No trials. We just need executions. That's the American way, guys. That's the American way. And he needs to be... These people are so fucking dumb. He needs to be tried for treason and shit. You realize he's not American, right? Then it's even more fucking stupid They're calling for him to be tried on espionage charges, because of course they can't try him on treason. He's not American. Only Fox News types that stupid shit up on their website. So they're saying that he needs to be tried for espionage. Well, then they say, well, we can't really charge him with espionage because the laws, well, it was written in 1917 before, in the First World War, and it doesn't really apply nowadays. It was like vague wording back then, so it doesn't really apply. But we're still gonna try and charge him. But even if we did want to charge him with the Espionage Act, then it wouldn't really count because, see, well, that was before the Espionage Act was written, before the Supreme Court made a ruling on the First Amendment right. So that espionage thing was kind of overruled anyway, but it doesn't apply. But even if it did apply, it's still overruled. And then even if we could charge him, then it still doesn't. Then we still can't really get him because these European countries are harboring terrorists, and they make it they won't extradite someone if it's for political crime. So we really can't do nothing, but we're still gonna get them. Okay, I'm done.